now time for Modern Motherhood with Jacksonville Mom, Megan Killis. So excited to see you again. As always, you always have some great stuff for us. And this time we're celebrating Reading Week.
Yeah.
So what exactly is that and when is it?
So it's already started and it goes through this weekend. So the Jacksonville Library has events all through this week. Today, pre-K through 5th graders can actually go to their local libraries while supplies last and get a free book. So that's exciting.
That's really cool. Do they need to register for that or just walk in?
No, you can just walk in. So it's just, you can go to your local library and get a free book, but they have all sorts of fun events going on throughout the week. So the theme is Bananas About Books, and they have different events leading up to a family day on Saturday where they're going to have all sorts of events at the main library, and PBS Kids will be there with a table. And they have great resources for parents that can help encourage your child to read, which can be hard these days when you have screens to discourage, actual reading. But they have some good tips for parents.
Now, do you have any tips as well, other than the library? Because you want to head there. Of course, they've got some stuff, but you have some other ideas for us, right? Okay.
Yeah, so establishing a reading routine for your kids is a good idea. Whether, for me, we always read before bedtime, from an early age. And so I think another thing is, we were talking with Anne and Chantel, one of the other guests, about how it can be hard to figure out what they're interested in. And I was talking about Captain Underpants with my son. I was like, oh, don't you think you can pick out something better than that? But it really is.
If it works.
If it works. If it's something that they're interested in. And I always was, they were talking about how their kids always wanted to read comic books. That's still reading.
Yeah.
So if they're interested in reading, that's what's important. And encouraging reading in any form is what's important. I think finding things where they identify with the characters is important as well. It's Women's History Month, so finding things like that. Reading is a good way to, if something is going on in their life or there's a tragic thing that has happened in the world. That's this example, something happened in our town. Reading is a good way to talk through those types of things with your kids.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Because you might not know how to bring it up organically.
Sometimes it's hard for them to express those things, but they can identify with a character in a book, and that makes it easier for them to talk about those things.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, I think that your ideas are fantastic. I mean, the whole point, right, is to create those good habits so that kids want to start reading if they haven't already, and then continue that habit, right? Because it just leads to better, things in school, grades probably, and all that.
And that's what's important.
Awesome.
And come out to the family day at the library this weekend. Mayor Donna Deegan, she has her River City Readers bookmobile that will be there, and lots of fun events.
Awesome. JacksonvilleMom.com for more. Thank you so much for joining us, Megan. Great job. I'm glad you brought some of these books too to just inspire maybe some parents out there. Maybe you can start with these.